Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the weekend and the cooler weather that we saw thanks to the cold front. Now, so far we've been rain-free. We had a little bit of rain on Sunday. We'll tell you why some of you didn't see a drop coming up in just a bit. But as we take a look at our downtown Fayetteville Skynet cam, skies are clear, but as we look at live power Doppler, rainfall is developing down to our southwest. So overnight tonight, we do have a chance of some isolated storms developing and also more storm chances throughout the rest of the work week. We'll break it down as your news starts right this second.
Now, with Northwest Arkansas News, always, this is KNWA Live at 5.
Now on KNWA, if you don't buckle up, you can and will get pulled over. Good evening, I'm Neely Jones.
And I'm Matt Turner. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Starting tomorrow, a seatbelt could not only save your life, it could also save you from a ticket.
Yeah, KNWA's Liz Hogan is following that story. She joins us now live in the newsroom with more. Liz?
Well, guys, Arkansas is the 27th state to enact a primary seatbelt law. Lawmakers hope it will save lives and increase overall seatbelt usage. In the past, law enforcement had to have a reason other than just an unbuckled seatbelt to pull someone over. Now, an unbuckled driver or front seat passenger can be the sole reason for a traffic stop. According to the National Transportation Safety Board, seatbelts reduce the risk of fatal injury to front seat passengers by a whopping 45%. The NTSB also says seatbelt use in states with a primary law is 88%, while states with secondary enforcement laws at only 75% seatbelt use. State lawmakers say Arkansas can expect to see seatbelt use increase to 12% under the new law. Fayetteville Police increased by 12% under the new law. Fayetteville Police say the law will not change their day-to-day procedures.
This law is basically geared to save lives and not to harass people. They're not using it just as a tool to pull people over. The primary reason for this law would be to save a life.
Lawmakers say the primary seatbelt law could save up to 47 lives and prevent more than 500 serious injuries each year. It could also save the state more than $104 million in economic costs each year. Law enforcement says tomorrow they will take into account that not everyone may know about the new law, but it doesn't guarantee you won't get a ticket. Neely?
All right, Liz, so basically just buckle up. Thank you, ma'am.
Safe bet.
Hog football player Kyrie Battle has been dismissed from the team. This comes after police arrested him on DUI charges Sunday. Coach Bobby Petrino released a statement saying, quote, Kyrie has been dismissed from the team for a violation of team rules. Being a member of the Razorback football program requires responsible actions on and off the field, end quote. The man police believe stabbed his ex-girlfriend sits in jail now without bond. 41-year-old Ricky Anderson has been arrested on second-degree murder charges. Prosecutors say second-degree murder is when someone knowingly causes the death of another person. But prosecuting attorney John Threet says that could change as the investigation continues. Threet says if the crime turns out to be premeditated, then Anderson could face first-degree murder charges before it's all said and done. Authorities have identified the remains of victims involved in a deadly plane crash last Friday. 52-year-old William Langford and his 15-year-old son, Brendan Langford, along with 15-year-old Jacob Ritz. Remains have been identified as those found in a plane crash near Lakeview in Baxter County. 43-year-old Donald Berkler and his 15-year-old Joshua survived the crash with injuries. Donald has been released from a Mountain Home hospital, but Joshua continues treatment. Investigators still don't know what caused the crash to happen. In other news, a battle is brewing between SWEPCO and the State Court of Appeals. The court says SWEPCO illegally got permits to build a coal-fired plant in Texarkana and halted construction.
That's right, but according to SWEPCO, the company did everything the right way. That's why they've now decided to countersue. For more on that, here's KNWA's Cecily Pon-Mayo.
This is video provided by SWEPCO of the ongoing construction on the coal-fired power plant in Hempstead County. Just last week, the Court of Appeals said the Arkansas Public Service Commission did not go through the correct process in approving the project, but SWEPCO is not stopping construction.
With all due respect to the court, SWEPCO believes the court got it wrong.
The company claims over 700 people are currently working on construction at the Turk plant, 400 of them from Arkansas, and claim before the project is over, 1,000 people will be at work. And already, $713 million has been spent. There's over $1 billion in contracts.
Despite this legal setback, building the Turk plant is still the right thing to do for our customers, for our shareholders, for our company and for the region of Southwest Arkansas.
Because every dollar that they spend right now, they're going to try to recover from Arkansas ratepayers. It's a risky proposition to build this without all your permits in place. It's especially risky now that the Court of Appeals has ruled against them.
Sierra Club has been one of the most outspoken groups against the coal-fired plant. They believe the need for more energy can be achieved without this by conservation, and say construction should stop now.
We're asking that they go back to square one, follow the proper procedures, and if they do so, we're pretty confident that we'll be able to stop this plant.
In Little Rock, Cecily Pondemayo, KNWA, Northwest Arkansas News.
Topping tonight's Business Minute, the city of Russellville is about to get some new jobs. This comes after Conagra Food Plant announced plans to create 75 new positions starting next year. The company is expected to spend about $92 million on expanding that plant by way of installing new equipment along with enhancing frozen meals and production. Well, the numbers just don't seem to match up when it comes to how many people are unemployed and how many are now claiming unemployment benefits in Arkansas. The overall rate shows that the state is about 2% below the nation's unemployment average. However, the benefits rate is about 1% higher than the national average. Now, so far, there's no word on which number is really accurate. We're trying to figure that out because the state fiscal office still has not released a statement.
Fayetteville Mayor Lionel Jordan will hold the city's second quarter town hall meeting this Tuesday. The forum will take place at Sequoia United Methodist Church in Fayetteville. That's at 1910 North Old Wire Road. Now, you're encouraged to come out, ask questions, and learn more about city programs and policies. That's between 7 and 9 p.m. The family of pop star Michael Jackson has moved quickly to get his estate in order.
That's right. For more on that, here's Contessa Brewer with tonight's MSNBC 120 report.
Developments following the death of Michael Jackson. Today, his family huddled with Reverend Al Sharpton at their Encino mansion to grieve and to make some big legal decisions. His parents filed papers to control Jackson's estate, and his mother won temporary guardianship of the singer's 3 young children. Late this afternoon, Joe Jackson spoke to reporters.
The family and I are very proud to see all of you come out here and help us with this whole situation.
Last night's Black Entertainment Television Award show became a 2-hour Michael Jackson tribute, including a thank you from little sister Janet.
On behalf of my family and myself, thank you for all of your love. Thank you for all of your support. We miss him so much.
The admitted mastermind of one of history's biggest frauds learns his sentence. The judge threw the book at Bernie Madoff, gave him 150 years, the maximum sentence allowed.
It was extremely important that all of us know that he will never get out of jail while we're alive.
An initial autopsy showed Billy Mays probably died of a heart attack and not head trauma. The TV spokesman for products including OxyClean and Orange Glow bumped his head during a rough landing on a U.S. Air jet Saturday. The autopsy found no significant injury to his head.
Our immediate priority is to restore full democratic and constitutional order in that country.
Secretary of State Hillary Clinton weighed in on the coup in Honduras over the weekend. The Honduran Congress installed its president as the new chief executive hours after the military overthrew the president. Today, the Supreme Court ruled firefighters in Connecticut were denied promotions unfairly because they're white. The justices overturning an appeals decision endorsed by Supreme Court nominee Sonia Sotomayor, then a member of the panel. And in a Michigan courtroom, the scene of a brawl when the father of a murder victim attacked the accused killer. The father was then himself arrested. That's your MSNBC 120. I'm Contessa Brewer.
All right, does having a salty frog sound appetizing? Yeah, to some Oklahomans trying to beat the heat, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, plus we're going to tell you what a local group is now doing to make sure senior citizens in Northwest Arkansas really don't have any major problems with the heat.
If you see breaking news or have a story